Hi friends, in this video I will tell you about IDs and classes. So before starting this video lesson, I would like to tell you to subscribe my channel, like this video, share this video, comment below, and also join the WhatsApp groups and the Telegram group. Uh, there also don't forget to bookmark this playlist of web designing in English. You can also add it to your bookmark and also click the bell icon for every video notification. So let's start. So first let me make another file as in my VS Code as Akshut 14.html. Akshut 14.html. So now what will I do? I hope you guessed it right. So now I will put the boilerplate here. Now I will emit it. I will change the title to and classes. So now I'll switch on my live server. So as you can see, it is running now. I will do it half screen and like this and like this. Okay. Now I will put in h1 here and I will write IDs and classes. I will save it. And as you can see, it is here displayed. Now I will put a paragraph tag. I will write in it this is wait. Before adding a paragraph, I will put a div and I will close it. I will remove this paragraph for the time being. So I will remove it. Now in the div I will put id equal to and I will put main div and I will put a class equal to mm, mm, green bt. Okay, so you must be wondering what is this id that I have made here. Sorry, yes. So when a person is born, he or she is named. So like that, an element is named in HTML using the ID. So ID is actually called the identifier, which makes us know which element is having this name or this identifier. So as you know that in HTML we have many types of selectors in CSS. So we will use this main div or you can also say ID and this class in our CSS and also in our JavaScript. So when we will start learning JavaScript, you will get to know that what will be happening with this ID and how we'll be doing and programming. So in JavaScript you will be also able to know that we can target a particular element and then make the element do a particular work. So now first I will do it like this. Now I will save this. So now you can see there is no change in the file because I have not written any text which is visible to the user. So if I write main division or main div, I will set. Yeah, as you can see, a main div is displayed here. But I will make a tag and then I will display this main div in it, which is the correct way. Also, there is a particular rule in IDs. So you can use an ID once only in the web page. Like I have used it here in the div, so I cannot use it like in this h1. So if I will use it in this h1, then it will not be technically right. It will be wrong. So when you will learn JavaScript and all, you will get to know what will happen if you don't do it. So that will be the wrong way if you will display id two times in a web page, so you can only give an id once only in a web page. Okay, now let's come to class. So class is like a group of things, like there are a particular number of boys and girls. So like boys will be one type of class, one type of one type of class or group in which many things will be there, many elements or many people will be there. So like that we use class for adding css, and also we don't use it mostly for javascript. So we use class for adding css to multiple elements, multiple particular elements. Okay, so like I will also tell you how to use css with it. I will use this internal css and this. So I will tell you about what is these selectors, type of selectors. I will tell you in my next video lesson that I will give. So now I will put a hash. So if you don't, now let me tell you that hash is used for IDs. Okay, so like if, let me show you again one thing, that I will make a h2 and I will put hash here, and then I will put heading, sorry, hd, and I will put 1. Okay, so now as you can see this id is inserted by using the emit. So emit will help us making our code easier, making us to type html and all of this code easy. Or so like if you don't have emit in your editor, then don't get frustrated, you can use another editor like VS Code. So now I have added this id here, and for class you use, like I will take an h3 dot, and dot is for class. So like I will put dot class, so then a class will be inserted. Okay, this was our id and class. Now if you want to add css to it, so you will type the class name. Like if I am having a class, then I will type dot and then class name. If I am having a id, then I will type slash and then id name. I will also write you the thing that we do in it. So like for class we use dot, and I will do if it comments double slash. Yes, I think I have done it split screen. Let me remove this and just comment. Yes. Now I will again do it. Yes. So now for class we use dot, and for id we use slash. I don't know why it is not in, but I will use this one comment. So this is the comment which is used in CSS. Okay, now I will save it. Now in this I will put the type of property that I want to add to this id. So if I want to add a change in the background color, like if I want to add a border to it, I will write border, and I will write 1 pixel. I will save it. 1 pixel solid black. Here you can see this division was here, and it has the text. I will also add the text here, hello 1, hello 2. Okay, now as you can see it, so like as you can see the border here, I will get the width to fit content. Like I will save it. It will make the width as the content, or it will make the elements width as the content. Okay, I will add some margin to it. margin, and I will add into dp. It works. No protection. Is now I think I had to add padding here. Yes, so I will make you understand these concepts later, and we will move to our next CSS lessons. So as you can see, this is only adding to this one. So now if I do this in class, like I will add class, and I will here also add class. Okay. So now you will see that the CSS I will write, like if I will write background color green. So as you can see, the particular element which was having this class has changed its properties to this one. Like if we use id and class both in one and we had both properties in it, so as I told you in my last one, so the last one or the after one, that type will be used. Like I will also add a border 2 pixel. I will also show it if happens. Solid black. So it will not happen with this, as I am telling you that if you will add like internal CSS with this element, then also you can explore it. But as you can see here, it has only happened to this. It is not applied to this. Because if you do like this, if you put an ID and then you add a property to it, then it will be a fixed property that cannot be overridden. Like I did this property which I wanted that it should override in this, so it didn't override it because of the ID. Also, if you want a class should be important, like it should happen and it cannot override, then you can write important here. Sorry, it was something else, I will tell you. So like you can use these all things here. I will just figure it out. I will tell you about it in my next lesson. So here you can see everything changed. Now if you want to put a particular thing to this hd1 id, put slash hd1 and then curly bracket open and close, and inside you can put the thing that you want to. Like I will put hot pink, I will save it. It has changed shade color. I will put now font family. I can use these much of font families here. So like if I put this and I will save it, it will change its font according to this font family. So this was our ID and class. I will tell you about it in my next lessons more using CSS. In the next lesson we will talk about the types of identifiers, and this is our CSS tutorial number 3 and our whole web design tutorial number 16. Also, let me tell you that you can use multiple IDs in one element. Like if I will make another div and I will write dot class dot h dot div dot new, so it will insert all of these. So to insert multiple classes in one, you need this. You need to add a space between all of these classes. Like I will add the property here to all of these. I've changed the color, border color to indigo, and I will save it. As you can see, this div is having a border color indigo. Let me also write a content in it. I will put, so if I will put anchor under https www.shiksha.in, I will put here my website. I will save it. As you can see, this dot class properties are also inserted, but the border color has not changed. Why is it happening like this? Because the first class has more value than the second one. But in this, if you want to change anything else, like if you want to change the color of the text, you can change it to which one? Yes, this one would be. As you can see, this has changed. Only depth. I have to change for this one. So it has already changed, but I think it was also here. No. So as you can see, this delay is being applied this. Also, if it is lying here and not here, then the main thing is you have not used an ID. So you can use .div. Like as you can see now, the properties has been applied. Div. Okay, now if I add div, which is containing this class. So if I will add this class here also. Okay, then it will work, because these two properties, these two divs are containing this class, so it will target the div which is containing the type of class that we want to add, and we want to format the text or do whatever thing with it. So I hope you understood IDs and class. If you want to join and understand more things, you can also go on my website, and you can also find the source code there. I will upload it there for your reference, that you can see and take help from it. So our lesson is ending here. Thank you for watching it. I hope you liked it. I will meet you in my next lesson. Bye.